Hi, new faculty colleagues. Just want to walk through with you how to record your hours in myflex. Some of you may have already done this, but I wanted to keep my promise and send you an explanatory video. So you start off by going to your MiraCosta PDP page, and on that page you'll find a link to myflex. And you click on myflex, and the first thing you have to do is, I'm going to clear mine, so to show you, you have to select a series of objectives for the year. So I picked the first 5. You could pick whatever other ones you wanted to. You could put all of them, 1 or 2 of them. No rules here. We're just trying to meet a state requirement that people at the beginning of their flex cycle say, these are some of the things I want to do. Then you click update objectives and it records that. Now there's 2 other key aspects of myflex you need to know. One is how to record your attendance at or sign up for workshops. And 2 is how to record other activities. These are other pre-approved activities other than workshops that you can use. And many times, most of your hours will be in these categories. So let's take a second and look at the workshops option. Now, we actually have all done a flex workshop together because technically all college day counts as flex hours. So you'll see that we can all check off guided pathways, been there, done that. We get 3.5 hours credit. Some of you also did the guided pathways lunch. I didn't, but if you did, you can take credit hours there. And so once you've done that, you click the submit enrollment request. Now, ironically, you're doing this after you actually did the meeting. Normally, you would sign up for a workshop before the workshop, but we're recording it after the fact, which you can do when a workshop wasn't filled. And even if it is filled, if you need to go back and you actually went to a workshop, but you can't record your hours, you can contact PDP and we can fix that for you. Anyway, I'm going to click submit enrollment request, and you're going to see that those hours start to show up. So I've got 3.5 completed hours because of that one Flex Week workshop that I did. Okay, now let's talk about how to work on other activities. And that's this tag here, this tab here, and we're going to click on this, and this is where we can record our new faculty orientation activity. So there's a whole bunch of things here. You can use this to adjust workshop hours. Let's say you signed up for a workshop that was 4 hours long, you only attended 2 hours. You would click there to adjust it. Advising and mentoring, your load stars will record their hours for that here. Collaboration, that's working in teams with faculty members on projects outside your regular hours and responsibilities, particularly valuable for summer work that you do together. And there's all sorts of other things. Community and culture events, conferences, coursework you take, curriculum work you do outside of your regular assignments, reading, writing, research. That one is the one I use the most. All my independent study about pedagogy and for my disciplines, I record there. Staff development, unpaid committee work. Lot of possibilities here. We're going to go ahead and treat this as advising and mentoring. That's how we're going to enter new faculty orientation. And we're going to click here and say save and go to the next. And we're just going to type in here, new faculty orientation. And you can write a little description if you want, or you can just copy mine. And I'm just going to say a series of workshops and other activities designed to prepare new faculty for success at MiraCosta, something like that, right? I'm just going to keep it that simple. I don't need to go into a lot of the details, but you can if you want. You can write more if you want. I think there's like a 250 character limit or something. Then you do your start date. And for us, the Flex Week started on, when did it start? On the 11th. And it concluded on the 18th. Actually, the new faculty orientation concluded on the 17th. And we did a total of 23 hours. Now, if you didn't come to certain activities because either you were a counselor and you had to go to the counselor retreat on the first day, or you had other obligations that you had approved by Dana on other days, then you would just subtract those hours you missed from that total of 23. Now below you'll see a place where you can provide documentation. And this is listed as optional, but I highly recommend it because later, if we're ever audited, you're going to be individually responsible for your documentation. And so if a state auditor visits us, they can call you and say, show us your documentation for the work you did. It's easiest if you've already uploaded it into the system for you to keep track of that. Now, the documentation that we're going to provide for you is you are all going to sign off on one attendance roster for all the activities for the whole week. So you will have that, and we'll take a picture of it, and you'll all have it, and you can come back here and upload it as your documentation. But for now, you don't have that, so you're just going to scroll down and do your certification information. You're going to type in your first and last names, and you're going to submit your pre-approved activity. And so now you're going to see that your flex hours have jumped up and that already you've done 26.5 hours. And my total is only 20 hours this semester because I've got an administrative assignment, but yours should also show 30 hours. So the point is you're very close already to meeting your requirements for the semester just with Flex Week and your new faculty orientation. Now, later, you're going to be able to go back and do this again, go under other activities and record all of your first Fridays. And I believe we do 8 first Fridays, so that's going to turn out to be another 16 hours, plus another Lodestar reception in the winter, so that's another 18 hours of new faculty stuff. So new faculty stuff alone is going to get you around 40 hours, which means you have about another 20 hours of flex you want to do during the year. And again, that can be anything from the approved flex workshops, but also all these other activities: advising and mentoring, collaboration, community and cultural events, conferences and presentations, coursework, curriculum, reading, writing and research, staff development, and unpaid committee work. Again, that usually refers to the summer. Staff development, again, usually refers more to those of us who have administrative or departmental leadership responsibilities. Coursework. You can only record coursework in Flex if you are not applying it to your pay scale. In other words, if you plan to claim these units as a tool for boosting up your standing on the college pay scale, you cannot turn that work in for credit in Flex. That'd be double dipping, right? You're getting paid, rewarded on the pay scale and inside Flex. So this would only be for courses you did that you're not turning in to advance your standing on the payroll timetable kind of thing. If you have any questions about that, you can reach out to me. So if you're reading journal articles, if you're reading books in your field, if you're attending conferences, if you're doing research on topics that are relevant to your professional development, all of those things count. You click on any one of them, you go into save and go to next, you give it a title, you give a description of it, start, end date, total hours, and if possible, turn in some documentation and sign off. So the process that we use for new faculty orientation, you'll use again and again as you record other pre-approved professional activities. And once again, workshops, I showed you how to do that, and that applies to formal workshops that have been put into the Flex calendar by colleagues or your departments, where you can go in and sign up in Flex for those. And those kind of things, those hours are recorded, as I showed you, automatically when you click on for the workshop. So workshops and other activities, the 2 keys to myflex. We can talk about this more at our first Fridays. I'm happy to answer questions, but I just wanted to give you this quick video overview because I promised to do so. See you on our first Fridays, new faculty friends. Bye.